we visited the Royal Tank Museum at Bovingdon as part of the launch of Steel Battalion Heavy Armor. And it was there we got the chance to talk to Ben Board, European Developer Account Manager at Microsoft, about the relationship between Kinect and Steel Battalion.
Steel Battalion is a very hardcore game. It's a very core gamer appeal. So it's there's a lot of people who have been waiting for this game since the similarly hardcore first one a good few years ago now. In the first game, famously, it shipped with a very large physical controller, like about the size of a Guitar Hero guitar, but it was like a tank control panel with joysticks and levers and buttons and switches, and it delivered the immersive experience through that device, and it was amazing way of playing the game. This version uses, instead of that, Kinect, as well as using the regular controller. So when you're doing things like pulling down the periscope to look at the enemies, or you're standing up from seated to look out over the battlefield, or you're reaching over to start the engine, or you are closing the hatch, you're doing all of it, or looking around the cockpit, you're doing all of that with Kinect while you're holding the controller for you. So it's a great way of using both the accuracy and precision of a controller that core gamers really ask for, with the expressive, immersive gestures that Kinect allows. And the combination of the two I think, makes for a really unique new experience for core gamers. It uses a new way of recognizing gestures. We use a system called machine learning. Machine learning is about training a piece of software to recognize particular moves by repeating those moves over and over again, and marking up the recordings with the times when the trainer is performing those moves, and the software eventually learns what's an expression of that move and what isn't. So, coming to Bovingdon today and talking about Steel Battalion gave us an idea about whether you could control a tank with Kinect. We made some calls and had a look. Turns out, maybe we can. By connecting the controls of a tank to some little robotics to pull the levers, connecting those robotics to a radio receiver, and the receiver to a transmitter attached to a PC, and connecting a Kinect, might be possible to control a tank from Kinect. And that's the sort of awesome stuff that we want to be looking into.
And you can be rest assured, if Microsoft do manage to pull it off, we'll be there to show you just what happens.